What is up, guys? Beancrew49 here. We are back on the Desolation map. We find ourselves out in front of the Fox Theater, Coveton. Yet again, I'm going to work on this a little bit, guys. Do some interior work, to be honest with you, I haven't done too much interior work since the last time we checked in on the Fox Theater, and that's because I've been working hard on a bunch of videos. When you guys see episode 500 and episode 100 of Gaia, then you will understand what's been taking up so much of my time. So if the video's been kind of lacking for whatever reason, I'm not showing a lot of progress, bear with me, guys, because I've got something big planned for both of those episodes, and it's gonna be worth it. It's all gonna be worth it in the end, okay, guys? So don't worry. So today I'm gonna be working on the loge a little bit. Remember, I messed up on the loge and you couldn't see from the top floor, so I'm gonna fix that in today's episode and work on a few little odds and ends inside the Fox Theater, Oakland. And that's all I'm gonna do today. It's gonna be in super fast forward motion because it's Monday, and Monday means Creative Question of the Week time. You guys know that by now. It's a special part of the series where I take questions from you guys and I answer them, and we have a lot of fun. We learn together, and then we have a discussion in the comment section. I really love when you guys put stuff in the comment section for us to discuss. Oh, it's the best. It's the best, Jerry, the best. So today's Monday, and let's see. Let's get right into it. Today's question. Oh, before I get into it, be sure to leave a question for next week. I always say that, so I gotta say it today. Be sure to leave a question in the comment section for next week. All right, you guys know what this question is gonna be already. It's that time. The question of the week today comes from ndragon372, and he asks, how do you feel about Trump being president? Oh, thank you, ndragon372, for that question. I got a lot of Trump questions, as you can imagine. It's a hot topic. It's something on everyone's mind these days, and I guess you guys care what I think about it. So, okay, let's talk about this. First thing is, I want to start off by saying that, I don't know how long ago it was, but a while ago I predicted that Hillary Clinton would become the president of the United States. And I said this because I know the whole thing is rigged. It's all set up. It was decided many years ago who would be president and when, and the idea that your voice has dictates the outcome of who's going to become president is laughable. Okay, it's laughable. You already know that. What they do is they'll put up two candidates that they want to win, right? In this two-party system we have, they'll put up two people who they feel like they want to be in power, and then they'll give you guys the vote. You're like, yes, we have a choice of who become president. We have a criminal and a racist. Is that really a choice? And anyway, they could always mess with the Electoral College if they, really decide toward one of the candidates. So, as we saw in this election, Hillary Clinton got more votes than Donald Trump. And that's what I was saying. I was banking on the American people to not vote for racism. And, even though Donald Trump became president, the people voted for Hillary Clinton. If that doesn't tell you that you're living in a messed up, screwed up, screwy society, then I don't know what does, okay? That just says everything to me. The fact that, the people can vote for someone to be in office, Donald Trump, the other guy, gets in, and we don't even bat an eye. We're like, oh, yeah, well, that's how it is. Oh, that's how it works. It's so stupid. Wake up, sheep. Wake up. You need to wake up and realize that you're being manipulated and controlled and given the illusion of control by means of many different means. This is just one of them. This is just one of the ways that the people in control fool you into thinking. Do you ever believe that those who have ultimate power would ever let you vote them out of power? Give me a break, all right? So, yes, I said Hillary Clinton would become president, and I was right. She won. She got more votes. But the way the country works is Donald Trump is now president. And if you've been turning on the TV, if you've been going on Facebook or any of the social medias, you would think that the end of the world is coming. It's doomsday. We're all gonna die. It's ridiculous how much fear-mongering is happening as a result of Donald Trump becoming president. It's absolutely ridiculous. I don't know if you can hear the police are coming in the background. It's absolutely ridiculous how much fear-mongering is happening. People are so afraid that they're going to leave the country. I'm going to move out. Guys, listen to me very carefully. The president is a puppet. He's a figurehead. The only thing the president does is give speeches and shake hands. That's the power of the president. They give the speeches that other people write for them, and they shake the hands of other world leaders. That's really the extent of the presidential power. Once in a while, he can veto a bill he doesn't like. That's it. Okay? So nothing's going to change. Donald Trump's not going to change anything. He's not going to bring racism and misogyny and all these things to the world. God, give me a break. Such fear-mongering. People are just like letting fear of the unknown just take over. When the reality is he's not going to be able to do anything that's unconstitutional. He's not going to be able to do anything that goes against morality. I mean, he will. He'll try maybe, but he can't actually do it. We have checks and balances. Okay, the president's just one part of that. And the actual power of the president is very minuscule when you really think about it. But that's not what they tell you in school. That's not what they tell you in the media. In the media in school, they tell you that the president's the number one. He calls all the shots. All right? It's so stupid, and it's not true. Nothing's going to change. Maybe some slight differences, but, he's just a figurehead. He's just a puppet. And it didn't matter whether it was going to be Hillary Clinton or Donald Trump. It didn't matter. Maybe if Hillary was president, then we'd be headed towards World War III sooner. She was going to bring us towards World War III. Donald Trump is, he might still bring us towards World War III, but it's not going to be as definite. If Hillary Clinton became president, then definitely we're going to escalate things against Russia. We're going to demonize Russia. We're going to make Russia seem like they're the worst country in the world, which has already been happening for many years now. They're just priming the public to get some bad opinion of Russia. And it's if you're going to generate a war, it's going to take some years to make the public really feel it. So it started already, the demonization of Russia, making Russians looked out to be like some monsters, when they're just another democratic country doing what they do. I mean, they're not demons, but that's the idea that Hillary Clinton wanted to portray, so that we could escalate things in the Middle East and have a war with Russia in the Middle East. That's basically what the idea is. And like I said, Trump might still go along with that, but it's not going to be as definitive. Trump seems like he's more worried about domestic things, and he's going to try to do things on the home front. He doesn't know anything about, like Hillary Clinton, her job was to cause trouble with other countries. Donald Trump's a businessman, so he's going to run this country like a business. He's going to focus on this country, probably, I'm speculating, as opposed to focusing on foreign affairs, right? So there's a few differences between them, but in the long run, in the end, they're both got the same hand up their butt, telling them what to do and what to, the campaign financing is just a way to buy people, and that's just how the government in the United States works. But still, people are so much fear that Donald Trump is going to destroy us. Oh my goodness. Give the guy a chance. First of all, he hasn't done anything negative yet. I mean, he's said some things that you might not like, and he hasn't done one thing as president yet. So stop assuming things. Stop going towards the defaults, worst case scenario ideas. He hasn't done a single thing as president yet. It's all speculation. Give the guy a chance. I'm not a Trump supporter by any means, and I think that this was a step backwards for our country, but it would have been a bigger step backwards if it was Hillary Clinton. So my mind is, he hasn't done anything as wrong as president yet. Give the guy a chance. It's not like he has any real power anyway. All this fear-mongering is just media. If you didn't have the media, if you didn't have social media, then you wouldn't even know. It would make no difference in your life. And that's the reality of it. The only difference that this makes in your life is the fear that's being put on you from outside sources. Okay? And so don't give in to that sort of thing. But one thing I do want to say about this election is that I do actually think that we made a positive step. And you're saying, what? We elected a racist, misogynist, level or dumb person, a businessman who goes bankrupt all the time as president. How could that be a positive step? I think this is a positive step for several reasons. First of all, I think this shows that people are kind of fed up with politicians, right? You know what a politician, the Bushes, the Clintons, the Reagans, you know what I mean, guys. The politicians, the stereotypical politicians who tell you one thing, do another. You know that they're getting campaign financing. They're getting funded by the corporations. You know they're going to tell you lies. You know they're going to say one thing, do another, or they're going to say one thing and switch their, change their mind at the 11th hour. That's what a politician is. That's what we've been having for years and years and years. Now comes along Donald Trump. And yes, he's a very horrible person. He's a terrible person. But he's a person. He's like a real human being. And I think that's what people were voting for. I think for the most part, people were voting for a real-life human boy, okay? He's not a politician. He's not, he says it straight. He says what he thinks, and, you can kind of see, you can sense that he means what he says, right? He means it, and he's not going to flip-flop, and I think that's what people are voting for. And it's just a shame that the people, the sheep of this country didn't see the same thing in Bernie Sanders. And, a lot of people did, but a lot of people were swept up by the media. Someone in the media was quick to label him a socialist, and that destroyed him completely. Everyone started saying socialist, and putting these labels on a person who's trying to make positive, influential, forward-moving change that helped the people, everybody. But once a redneck starts calling someone a socialist and it gets on the media, then he's doomed, because there's this fear. It's all about fear. Everything about this election was just oozing with fear, okay? Fear that things would change too much. Fear that things wouldn't change enough. Just fear. All I hear is fear. That's why I don't watch any of the election stuff. I haven't watched a single debate. I haven't listened to a single speech by Trump or Hillary, because I know it's fear-mongering. It's lies and fear-mongering, and it's a show. It's a spectacle. It's a circus. I'm not trying to waste my time on a 3-ring circus that I have no control over. Right? You have no control over A, who becomes president, B, what the president does in power, and C, whatever, fill in the blank. You got no control over it. So why are you worrying? Why are you stressing? Why are you allowing yourself to succumb to fear about something that has no impact on your life? Very minuscule impact. That's the one thing I wanted to say above all things in this video, is that we are so willing, not just willing, we really, really want to give up our power to someone else. We don't want the responsibility. Hey, politician, you fix my life for me. You fix this country. I don't want to do it. And that's the mentality of 350 million Americans, okay, give or take a few, right? But what I'm trying to tell you guys, what I'm trying to help you to see, is that you have, compared to the president, you have 99.999% of the power to change your life in whatever way you want to do it. The president's got 0.00001% of power to change your life. If you want to see something change in your life, then change your thoughts, change your attitudes, change your emotions, change your speech, change the way you interact. If you want to change your life, if you want your life to change drastically, it's up to you and only you. No one, no teacher, no parent, no politician is going to help you change, or they might assist you along your way, but you have the power to make the actual change. Stop giving your power away to the media and to the politicians and to the corporations. Take responsibility for your life and do the things necessary to improve your life into the way that you want it to be. Right? And that's what kind of really disgusts me about this whole election season, is just people just throwing their power away. And, that causes fear, it causes anger, frustration. When you're elected official and your pony and the horse didn't win, you start saying, oh, now I have no power. All right, now the power is in the other guy's hands. And you've completely forgotten that guy has no control over you, no influence over you at all. At all. That's the illusion. That's the media manufactured illusion that the president has any control over you at all. None. Think about it. What if, oh man, I just think about what the effects of a president has ever had on you. Has it been anything? It might have been some small inconvenience in your life, but it hasn't drastically changed your life. It doesn't matter who's behind that desk. They're just a puppet. Their job is to give speeches and shake hands and occasionally veto a bill. So guys, don't get caught up. Don't get swept up in this nonsense. Just go on living your life. Realize that the president can't change things. He's not going to change things drastically. If you want things to change in your life, it is your responsibility. That is the gist of my message today. Okay, guys? But I do want to thank everyone who submitted a comment in the comment section. I got a lot of questions about Trump, and a lot of it was fear-based. I'm going to tell you guys straight up, a lot of you are getting caught up in this fear nonsense, and you think any of this matters. It doesn't matter, and it's not apathy. It's seeing reality. We're taught in school that this is a very important thing. But those are lies. This is not important for your life. What's important is how you live your life, the impact you have on other people, the impact you have on yourself. That is what's important, not the political race. Don't vote. I didn't vote. I never will vote. And that's why it's just like, this is all nonsense to me. I see past the stupidity of it all. But that's going to be the episode for today. I hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a creative question of the week in the comment section below, and I'll answer it for next week. I hope this helped you guys. Start a discussion in the comment section below, and we'll talk about it. All right, guys, leave a like if you enjoyed this. Happy Minecrafting. Peace.